EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Prescott now.
That is caught by Lamb.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here's Samuel.
Muscles by at the 25. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Now Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a pressure right there. Has man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Purdy on 4th down. That is caught.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Purdy now to throw.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Motion man is Kittle. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Purdy from the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Purdy now to throw off the play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. And it all starts up front in the trenches.
A second down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No gain on the play there, second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, 51 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here's Purdy.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion goes the tight end. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and 1. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a... And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
punching it in from a yard away.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Slot man moves right.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Purdy.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Connects with Kittle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Oh, strong running by Oliver.
And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a throw here to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy off the play fake.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready? 18.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
22 yards there, a first down.
Alert! Alert! Bronco switch! Bronco switch!
Running left, here's Mitchell.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Prescott on first down.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott to throw it. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found him.
And got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Purdy.
22-yard line.
And he will find his man Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll run left with Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Street. Go.
Purdy from the gun.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
19 Lions. Let's go, let's go.
Purdy to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Throwing here, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. They'll run again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready to work, ready to work. Hey, Warrior 70. Hey, smash. Pace, 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 pace. Let's go.
Purdy with one final shot here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with a former Niner running back. It's Jeff Wilson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Keep the ball moving. Now let's go get 6.
On 1st down, Purdy.
This will be caught at Samuel.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown!
Deebo Samuel, 83 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
He's got a man complete. And they work this right upfield across the 35. 33 yards that time.
Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Eat him up. Come on now. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. This is the worst.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Keep it going. Take it to him. Come on, offense. Come on. They can't stop us.
Get out of here with the win.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That's caught by Chosen.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Debo going in motion left. Fresh off that pick-6, here's Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A
good pickup there, 26 yards.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now
out to him. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. That is caught. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This is Samuel. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 87 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That's into the hands of Chosen. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Throwing Tua. Here's Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
2nd down, goal to go. Tua. More time with Mostert.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. They'll run with Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Sanders' kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Who wants my jersey? You do better than this. That's all right. That's all right.
Here's 1st and 10.
You got that cheat code offense. What's going on the street? Feel it. All right now. Let's get
Purdy to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Problem with time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. Pass complete, Samuel. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Finding Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but he'll get it up past the 45. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4th quarter's done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself. But let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Now 2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he'll get this one out to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
42 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to win his guys to an overtime victory.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the
10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that lap.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown run. Now Moody for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. There he goes, left side. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a yard. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now 2nd and 9. Now 2 are going to change the play. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That ball caught. It's choked. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Wilson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Take it to him. Take it to him. Don't let him run.
It's all about teamwork.
Oh, no. I can't let
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a run now with Kittle.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And we brought down losing at the 40.
Here's Samuel.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy.
Rolling to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And he returns this to the 22. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. On first down, Purdy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up first and goal.
Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Mitchell. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal.
Mitchell again. And good work there defensively. They're able to keep him out of the end zone.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It looked like they felt like there was just way too much traffic, so instead of trying to run through the pile on third and goal, they tried to take it outside. But how about that pursuit by the defense? Way too much for them, and they held them up short of the line of scrimmage and the goal line.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
All right, come on. 20, TX.
Tua going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Muscles him off. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the 49ers first down.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray,
44 yards.
and the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try now for Moody. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
They've got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion is Gray. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that play. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powers through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
San Francisco.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 49 yards.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, fellas. Let's go, James. Moving on.
2 now on 1st down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This one left side caught by Berrios. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
Now San Francisco will call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
And this is gone from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Christian McCaffrey.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage.
Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
We can do this, offense!
They'll get that out wide to Waddle.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Really chosen.
62 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll run it now with Gray. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And quickly, they get to the line.
Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
49ers 39.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards that time.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Tua sets up to pass it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, 1st down there on a pick up the 25. Now Tua. That's into the hands of Chosen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Getting this quickly to Berrios. Touchdown, Dolphins! Braxton Berrios. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Purdy. He throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And throwing here, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. We're getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still on his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point and good by Sanders. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll come up first and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Finding Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He may go. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. So he's going to change things up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
There he goes, right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Purdy with one final shot here.
This one caught that kill. Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners,
Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's caught left side by Hardman. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
It's caught, Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Purdy now to throw.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Samuel in motion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Purdy. Running the slant. Gray with it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
This is Samuel.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Falling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 32 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Niners 14, Chiefs 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray.
And shutting him off, now open field. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Michael Dana gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Open man right side is Rice.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs try. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Purdy will look to throw again here. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Drake Jackson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Nothing, our score after one.
Niners 21, Ravens nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Going our way, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Don't let him get away with that.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.